Good morning, everyone.
Good day. Oh, that is not this current video. I am looking at Wednesdays.
Whoops.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing? We're good.
We have an audience. We really do.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting. It's Saturday morning. We are finally here on a Saturday morning.
It's been a month.
It has
literally been a
crazy month for us.
Yeah.
And thanks for showing up.
Appreciate it. Really do. Sorry.
So, it is International Mystery Quilt today.
It is.
So, I'm going to explain a little bit more about International Mystery Quilt, even though it is the second to last one, because we're going to do it again next year.
We are.
Yeah. So here's how it goes.
Okay.
You buy the first pattern. You buy this current month's pattern for $10. Okay.
No.
Then you have to get that quilt top finished to be eligible to get next month's pattern for free.
For free. Free.
So, especially for anybody who hasn't done any of them, a great time to start would be in January.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to be able to get the whole year for that $10. Plus, you will have made 12 quilts, which would be a great
gift.
You could have 12 quilts done for Christmas that you can gift.
That'd be fancy.
It would be, it's the way to go.
It really is.
So,
I am
just right behind me is this month's quilt. And so all of the quilts have, generally they have optional borders, so you can make them larger. They're always ones that you can kind of add another row if you needed to make it, if you really needed to make a larger quilt, you can figure out some ways. There's nothing super difficult or challenging about any of them that make it so that you can't get it done in a month. I've had so many people who go, you mean a block, right? A block each month. And I'm like, no, I mean a quilt each month.
It's a whole quilt.
It's a whole quilt. You do not have to be local. You can absolutely be anywhere in the country and do this program with us. And it's a lot of fun. So the cool thing is that we're keeping the next month a mystery until this day, right? So the last Saturday of each month, we will reveal the next month's quilt, and you'll be able to see what you're about to get to work on, which is kind of cool.
Absolutely.
So I think I've given them all the information.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
So the only, if you are virtual, or even if you're here, the way that you submit your quilt is either through sending us an email with a picture. You can come into the shop and show us. I guess you can't if you're virtual, right? Well, anyway, come in and show us at the shop. We can take a picture and we can know that you are eligible from that. You can post it into our Facebook group, the Quilters Collective.
Yep. Which many of you are in.
Right. We have lots of people. We've had new people joining. It's so exciting. I love when new people join, because new people joining equals they're like, oh, let me show them this quilt. So we started the Quilters Collective because we wanted to have a safe place for us quilters, because not that it's dangerous anywhere, but when you post your quilt on Facebook to your regular friend group, right, who maybe a lot of them are not quilters, you get a lot of this, oh, cool, could you make one for me in reds and greens? I'd like it next week, please.
It does only take a couple hours to put one together.
Right, and so here's something that you have taken, the whole month to make, and you've put all this time into it. And so these quilts are not that hard, but let's say you've made, it really started with my aunt who did a Hearts at Sea quilt. So it's the Storm at Sea block, and that's a challenging block. And, this was a 2-year quilt in the making. And she got it finished, and she was proud, and she posted it, and she got, I'll take one, make it in red.
Special request.
Who
does that? Who says special request?
From somebody who doesn't,
get out of here.
Obviously doesn't sew. So, we're like, we need a safe place for people to be able to post their stuff that they're proud of, that they don't want someone to go, I need one of those too.
Right. Yeah, I
So.
mean, I figure if I'm going to ask for one, I'm going to just ask for what's ever there. I'm fine with that. You could just give me that one. That's cool.
Right.
I'm not going to special request it.
Well, also, I feel like this. Now I get to go. Now I start thinking, okay, when I post this and someone wants one, how much am I charging? Because if then I'll post it and I'll go, sure, it will be $1,200 for me to make one like this for you, and that doesn't include your fabric.
Just starting point. Rough.
Just throw numbers out, because then they're like, really? Oh my gosh. And I'm sure all of you have seen the posts out there. They tend to pop up once a year or so where it's like, why does it cost so much for a quilt? And then it's like, well, there's so many yards of fabric. At this price, that would be this much dollars. If you paid me $10 an hour, which by the way is less than minimum wage, it would be in it, because this quilt took me so many hours.
Minimum wage?
Yes, Jason.
Huh. So it's not a grilled cheese, huh?
No.
I feel lied to. Not that I'm mad at the grilled cheese.
Anyway, so Quilters Collective, you can post I got way sidetracked with that.
You did. You kind of left turned. It was
post your picture on Quilters Collective, and then you'll be entered to get your free pattern the next month. Mm-hmm. So it's really kind of
easy.
Awesome, because then you see everyone else's picture coming up. Sometimes
and you get inspired.
Right. Sometimes people get that quilt, they get the picture, or they get their pattern that first day or that last Saturday of the month, and they have it done before
Saturday evening.
Yeah, like in a day and a half or something. And so then they post it, and it's like, oh, I like those colors. You get inspired for other things too. And we have come back to doing in person. So you are more than welcome to come on the last Saturday of the month and do the in-person show and tell. It is a lot of times you see the fabric better in person.
Oh yeah, I prefer this so much more.
So I'm so glad that we were able to do virtual, and I can still include everyone, which is wonderful. But if you can come in person, you'll go, oh my gosh, she posted a picture of that last week, but look how much better it looks in person.
There's actually birds in that. What?
Yeah. We didn't say hello to anyone.
We did. You jumped right in. You just right for it.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. So I'm going to go say hi to some people because they were nice enough to say hi.
Exactly.
We have Jody. Good morning.
Morning.
And Vicky. Hello. And Pam. Oh, hi, Pam. We have 2.0 is on.
Good morning,
It's sunny
2.0.
out there. It's coming, Deborah. It's going to get cold and weird and awful.
It's cold and weird here. All of a sudden, yesterday it was great.
Gorgeous yesterday. Now it's weathered.
And it's, yeah.
And those of you out west that have gotten snow, stay safe.
Also, even just this morning,
the quilts out. Mm-hmm.
You took the dogs out at 6:30.
It was 6 o'clock, 6:30. It was 45 degrees.
And we left,
and
it was dropping. So,
I don't understand.
I mean,
I'm done.
2 degrees isn't that big of a deal, but it was, the sun's up, so you would think it would go up. No, it's dropping.
So we're going to get colder. It's fine.
Yep.
Good morning, Sandy. And
morning.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello.
There's 2 different Sandys.
Sandy and Sandy.
And then the Sadie.
Good morning.
so much S's happening. Good morning, Patty. Good to see you. And hello, Alvina. And good morning, Jackie.
Morning.
We're sending it your way. Sorry. It happens. So Jody says that she collects the mystery quilt patterns. I like this. And occasionally surprises herself and makes 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah. The very first time we did this, we had somebody, and there was a group of 3 friends, and the 2 were like gung-ho. They were so excited to hear about this, and they were going to come and do it and all the things. And the other one was like, I should just give you my $120 now, because there's no way I'm going to get these done, but I'm going to want the pattern because I love finding a new pattern. And I'm like, ugh. Hey, you know what? Some of us collect fabric. Some of us collect patterns. Some of us collect both.
Some of us.
Anyway, let's go.
Good morning, Carla, and hello, Bonnie. And, thank you, Sadie. She may have already sent out the email, so you may already know what the mystery is. So it's not really a secret anymore. Thank you, Sadie.
I appreciate that she's getting her job done.
She did it. That's awesome. I don't have to because I forget.
She's off today, so she took care of it ahead of time, so there wouldn't be a problem.
Every time I've had that responsibility, we've gotten a phone call.
I didn't get my pattern, and I'm like, Jason, did you hit the send?
No, I did not.
Shoot.
Good morning, Dina, and hello, Nancy in Tennessee. Nice to see you on. We got Janet here.
Good morning, good morning.
And Debbie, good morning. And hello, Rita. And hello, Audra. Good to see you on also. And good morning, Dolores, representing Southern Illinois. And so is Joanne. How you
Good
doing?
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And over on the YouTubes, we do have Crochet Mama hanging out with us from Farmington.
Hello.
It's a super cool name.
Love
I hope
it.
that's on your driver's license.
It would be so cool.
That'd be
if
an
it was.
awesome name.
It would be so cool if it was.
Completely change your name. Submit that officially.
I need to come up with a new cool name like that. I don't know what it is. Never mind.
Okay. Quilting Powers. How about that?
Quilting is my first name.
Uh-huh.
Powers is
Yeah.
my last name. Nice.
Oh, I guess that means I might have to change my last name too.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Ooh, how is your stripology class work going?
Still working on it. Getting closer though,
Oh my gosh.
Still
Every
aiming.
single day I get closer.
which is fantastic.
There is a lot of work. And I run a business and have all these children who have all these things to do. So
Stay kids.
tomorrow is the day that I'm going to work on it, on more stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, Carla
So-
cleaned out and found her cutting table today. Yay!
That's a victory.
I understand
That's
this.
not even a small victory. That's a
This
victory.
has to happen tomorrow before
Congratulations.
I can start more of my stripology stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Audra, that's awesome. Glad to see you on the Facebook side. I still stick by my statement. I think you should officially change your name.
Yeah.
Just saying. Hello, Kitty Scott over on YouTube. Good to see you over there. Quilting Mimi. That could be a fun name.
Quilting Mimi,
I don't
yeah.
know. Driver's license worthy, but maybe.
Yeah.
And Wendy, good morning. Wine country. Nice. Love it.
Good morning. Good morning.
I feel like everywhere in Southern Illinois is wine country. I'm
I
not
think
saying they have
everywhere-
a problem, but
Maybe.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I said to each his own. But
Right, right.
All right. Important announcements that we need to make before we get any farther into this train wreck that we call a show. If you're on the Missouri side of the river, all Missouri Shop Hop, you guys are finishing it up here on Tuesday, end of the month. So make sure you get your shops visited.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with us.
Nothing specifically to do with us, other
Except-
than once you're done shopping there, you can come back to us. You can still come see us. We're not that far
and
away.
the other thing is too, if you are doing all Missouri and you haven't been to the East Central region,
East Central.
which is the St. Louis area, you could come there and then you just hop on over the bridge.
I mean, we're like 10 minutes across the river.
Mhm.
Like, it's not that far.
And we're so fun.
We're far more fun than most of them.
I don't know. I mean,
That's my own personal assessment.
Yeah.
I've never been to all of them to know the difference. But I hold myself as the standard. And if you're not as fun as I am, sorry. Carla had lost a 5 by 6 foot counter. Good. Wow. Good
That's
on
big.
you. I'm proud of you.
Mhm.
That is. that's
sometimes
a
you
lot.
start too many
Six.
projects, you know?
Time to get things reorganized. Scott sent me, if you're doing the Scott sent me challenge, if you were doing that with the Missouri and or Illinois and or any of the other coastal shop hops happening, awesome time. I think that goes through November.
Oh,
I believe they do like 3 months on that.
nice.
I think I've seen people up towards the hundreds mark on shops visited.
Wow,
so if you
nice.
haven't been doing it, you've got some catch up to do. Let's see here. Oh, 100 block. By the way, sign ups for 100 block is still going on. So you're going to be doing the Tula Pinks 100 modern block again.
I
so
am.
long, if you will.
I am. So I really am hoping I can get some virtual people so let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
So 100 block. We're going to make Tula Pinks. I wish we had a book.
We'll get one. In the meantime, we'll talk.
Okay. So we're going to make 100 6-inch squares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I've had people go, oh, no. Listen, I'm going to work you through it. It's going to be fun because we're going to take it a step at a time. Thank
We
you,
are.
Mom.
One chapter at a time.
So this 100 modern quilt block book. So really, this was a selfish thing. I wanted to make this quilt. And so I was
She
like, let's see if I can get a class together. I hope I can get 8 people that'll do it with me.
Genuinely what the conversation was.
And I keep saying last year. This year, January to July, I had 40 people sign up and we made 100 blocks. Now, there are several different ways to set the quilt together, a lot of which don't even require all 100. So if you're a person who's like, I never get anything all the way done, I don't want to commit to something like this, it's too much, you don't even have to get all 100 done.
No.
I had people who made 100 blocks and then made 3 baby quilts because they wanted they didn't want a giant quilt. So you can get a lot out of this just by making a handful of blocks. So how does this work?
Well, how does it work? Tell me.
I forgot.
So you sign up.
You sign up.
$30 to sign up.
$30 to sign up.
That's easy. You have to get signed up. I don't know. Is there a deadline for signing up?
Well, just when my classes are full, and I think there is like both my, it's the first Saturday of the month or
For 7 months.
Second Tuesday of the month.
7 months.
What I will tell you is, or the second Friday virtually.
Virtually.
Okay. So what I will tell you is that I don't remember what I will tell you. You have to be at the first class.
You got to show up to the first one.
There's so much there's so much information to get.
Right.
So there's no way that but the rest of the time, if you have a wedding in May and whatever, it's really fine if you miss any of those other classes. Of course, it's important. And, if you can come, that's great. But most of those are sewing along. I'll have tips for you. I'll have, other things that I learned, a different way to make whatever that could be helpful. But that first class, there's so much information. You really I can't make that up with you.
Right.
Like the other classes, okay, you come the next time and I can go, okay, here's what you missed last time. I can also, if you knew you were going to miss, we'll talk about it. You'll be prepared. You'll already have, kind of your homework. I had people who, my plan is that you cut at home and then you come in and you sew that day. But I had people who were like, I cannot pick out which fabrics go where. This is, it is overwhelming me. And I'm like, it is totally fine. So everyone is going to be in their own place, take their, this is your journey, your quilt. So if you'd like to sign up, you go online. And so Sandy, that is a good question. I do not know. Sandy is asking if the virtual class will be recorded so that we can go back and watch. So it's on Zoom and I don't know.
So there are going to be some questions that have to be answered yet. At this point, that was not in the plan. That doesn't mean it's impossible.
So
there is recording limitations with the Zoom account that we have, so we can only record so much. Also,
and 8 hours of watching me sew.
Not a class. That's the other thing to remember with this is it's not a class per se. Everything that's in this is all the standard piecing that you already do.
Right.
The fun to all this is that you're going to get to sew along with
to get together.
Danielle.
And also other people, so you're going to get together. We're all going to do this together. We're all going to be in it together, that kind of thing.
So those Fridays may not necessarily be the full 9 to 4 sitting in front of a Zoom camera.
Right.
Being recorded to watch again. That's silly.
Yeah.
They may be an abbreviated.
So this last time when I did it, I also then would put out a video because you'll also be in a private Facebook group where we can talk amongst ourselves. And, if you're having trouble with certain things, you can post it there and you've got your friends that can help you.
Right.
But I also did, at the end of each month, I would do a wrap-up video that I posted to Facebook. So my virtual people, my, in-person people, everyone could see the
bulk of the material.
And I would spend an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, rather than 8 hours of recorded Zoom time, which is kind of silly. So
watching somebody just
right.
No, let's be honest. That can be fun, though.
It could be fun. I tell jokes sometimes.
You do.
You find out that I don't match my socks.
Generally don't.
And
surprise. Anyway, so we'll get some finer detail on that, and we'll answer that more solidly.
So yeah, and so even my people who are coming on the Saturdays or the Tuesdays, if you can't make those, if you can join in on the virtual day, The virtual, I can take unlimited number of people.
Right, we're not limited there.
The one thing that I have to do is get at least a certain amount so that I can, because it doesn't make sense for me to do this 8 hours for 7 months for 2 people.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
So I'm hoping that I can get some more virtuals. And I think I have a Tuesday opening and one Saturday opening.
Is that where we're at with
there might be 2 on the Tuesday, but it's really limited. So
also with each month you get, well, not with each month. You pay a subscription each month for this 7 months. That does get you 30 fat quarters that you'll use for making your entire quilt. Plus, it will also pay for your 5 1/8 background material that you'll use to set your quilt together. If you decide to use all 100 blocks in a king size fashion, you may potentially need more fabric.
Right.
You will have to front that one if you want to go giant.
Right.
And I know some of these people like to go giant.
You get 5 1/8 yards.
And you
get 5 1/8 yards, which actually fulfills the requirements for anything up through the queen size.
Right.
The king size needs 8 yards, and I didn't want to work in 8 yards worth of fabric for people who were just going to make a lap size quilt. Right. So, 5 1/8 yards of fabric, 30 fat quarters, your book, me for 7 months.
Yes, Jody, is one Saturday per month.
So
it's just first Saturday each month, and then the second Tuesday each month are the in-person dates, and then it'll be the second Friday of each month for the virtual one.
And it's so much fun.
It is.
I only take 8 people in class, so that we can keep it small and
keep it fun.
Yes. And I'll tell you, this last time I had to have 5 classes because I had so many people sign up, and several people who made friends, went to lunch together. I had a group that were like,
"Can we come, quilty gang?
Can we come back the 8th month and just like set our quilts together here?" And I'm like, "Sure, I won't be with you because I got stuff to do, but
you have to work.
I'll have an open sew just for you guys if you want, So, it really does create community, which I love to do.
Again, all the point of this, absolutely what it is.
Hanging out.
So if you need more information on that,
call.
I can't imagine what more I can tell you. It's out there.
Yeah, I think everyone's bored. The people who are like, I already know.
Done that already. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, we do have 2 block of the months coming up. QT Fabrics, we have Onward, starts in January, runs for 6 months.
I just feel like you have to go onward.
You do. It's like this whole excitement thing that I didn't do because it's Saturday morning and I still have not had my 3rd cup of coffee. Eileen's clearly on her 4th. Way to go, and good morning, Eileen. Onward, 6-month block. It is done with ombre fabrics, so it's going to be kind of neat because everybody's going to be a little different because of how you cut your fabric and wear. It's going to give it a different look and feel.
Yep.
That one starts January, and we also have a block of the month starting in March. That is 9-month, runs through December of next year. That is called Dreaming of Tuscany. That one is big. It is 100 by 100. That's a big one. And it's beautiful. And we have samples of both of these hanging up in the shop. If you need to see them, come on by. Okay?
I think they're both on their website too.
They
so
are.
You can look at those and go, "Oh, I like that." And if you're concerned about, I don't know how that is pieced together. I don't know how that, if that's going to work for me. Any questions, shoot us an email. Come on in. Anything.
And there, Kelly just put in the comments on the Facebook side the sign up for the Onward. And
Tuscany has a weird picture.
I think you copied a weird link because that's showing our front page of our website.
Hold on, I'll delete that. So sorry. Try again, Kelly.
We're just gonna let her do what she does. Just watch the comments. Things will get fun in there, I'm sure. All right. So
next,
let's talk serious why we're here.
Okay.
Because we're here because of Mystery Quilt.
Right.
This month we went to America. We started in America. We're in America. Freedom Eagles. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, Kelly. So, fun facts about America. Officially known as United States of America. Also known as USA. Also known as America. Also known as America. And again, home of the Freedom Eagle. Correct. I may have made that one up, but I'm not wrong. We are located on the North American continent, in case you didn't know. We are not on the Asian continent. We are on the American continent, North American. We declared our independence July 4th, 1776. In typical American fashion, we actually declared it on the 2nd. It took them 2 days to get the paperwork done. So July 4th. We weren't actually recognized, though, as a country until September 3rd of 1783. And again, in typical American fashion, 1776. Yeah, we win, right?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
how come we don't celebrate the September 3rd, 83 situation?
Too close to my birthday. They knew that was going to be a problem. So
They're like, ooh.
they kept it away. It's fine.
Right.
Our current American flag, as you all know and have seen, has been the same flag since July 4th of 1960. This was before my time on Earth, but I'm sure the previous incarnations were fantastic. You know why they changed it in 1960?
Maybe we added something. Or
You did.
something.
They did. They added 2 states specifically.
Maybe like Alaska and Hawaii.
Yes, specifically those 2. Absolutely. The capital, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is not a state, just a city.
It's not even in a state, is it?
No.
It's on
It's its own little continent.
thingy.
World. It's not on the American continent. It is. I'm joking.
Yes, it's on the continent.
Do you know what the largest city in the United States is?
I think it's probably New York City.
Because you read my notes.
Would anyone have guessed anything else?
I would have guessed Los Angeles.
Really?
I would have guessed Los Angeles.
No way. New York City. That is it.
I feel like Los Angeles is awfully sprawling, and I did not take the time to search what Los Angeles's population was. So this is my own fault. I can't rebut that statement.
It's New York City.
It's New York City, according to Wikipedia, and Wikipedia has never lied to me.
Never.
Never. Estimated population as of 2022 in America, 333 million humans.
A lot of people.
That's so much human. So much human. We cover an area of 3.7 million square miles.
Okay.
It's a lot. Which was weird because I wasn't sure how I was going to use that true size website.
See,
which
I
said it. I don't believe it when I said it. I still feel wrong. But usually I reference everything to America, so I didn't know how to reference us to ourselves. So I didn't come up with an image for that. Sorry. The first inhabitants were believed to come across the Siberian land bridge about 12,000 years ago, possibly farther back than that, if you were wondering.
Okay.
I have more fun facts. Hold on.
Fun facts about America. This is boring.
You're boring.
We live here. We know.
You think you know. Let's see here. There was one that I saw that was kind of interesting to me. Did you know the United States has no official language?
Yes, I know that.
No official language.
No official language. Yes.
Or religion.
Yes.
Okay, you knew that. Fine. Let me see. Hold on.
Did you guys know? Is that news to anyone? Like a lot of times, people think, "Oh yeah, the national language is English." It is not. We have no national language.
No, we don't. We just make it up. The most common is English, followed closely by Spanish.
Right.
America was first used on a map in 1507.
But do you know that it was almost German and it was almost French, and then they were like, "Forget it. We're not going to have a national language."
No, I didn't know that.
Anyway.
Oh. Now I feel enlightened. That was fun. Largest state in the Union?
I think it's Alaska.
It's Alaska.
I mean, Texas is huge.
Yes, it is, but Alaska's bigger.
And I would have guessed Texas if you're looking at, but we're thinking continental, right? Well, and when you look at a globe, Alaska looks smaller because it's just, you know what I'm saying?
It's distorted.
Right.
Because it's at an angle.
Right.
It's at the top corner of the globe, so it looks a little bit tinier. Oh my goodness. Lollipops were invented in New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay, I didn't know that. Did you know that lollipops were invented in New Haven, Connecticut?
I had no idea. What were you
Nobody
going to say? I thought you were going to say, so you should care. Love lollipops. They're the best thing ever. Oh no, I knew that. That's not a fun fact. Everybody knows that. KFC.
First traffic light?
First traffic light in U.S. Cleveland, Ohio. 1914.
I was pointing at Linda because she told us that she
Did you know that fun fact?
Near Cleveland. She didn't live in Cleveland, and she's not from there, so she didn't know.
Let's see here. Wow. The U.S. has 423 national parks.
Wow.
A lot. In America, you cannot legally rent a car until age 25. I'm not really sure how that's a fun fact.
It's a
I
dumb
don't.
fact.
This is not my website,
But
so
that is true, and that's really
true.
annoying because
yeah.
you're an adult at 18 and then you can drink at 21, but you still can't rent a car.
No.
Serve in the armed forces.
You can serve in the armed forces and get shot at.
So you're in
You can't rent a car.
So you're in the armed forces. So you're in the Army, you're in the Navy, you're whatever. You come home, you fly home, you need to rent a car to get to see your mother, and you can't in the United States. Okay, can we talk about something else?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. This is why this little website weirds me out with their list, because this list, number 43 for fun facts about America, standing too close to talk to someone is considered invasive in America.
It is.
It is. Why is this a fun fact? I have a bubble.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
maybe that's not true of other countries.
Clearly not. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's not.
Anyway,
And tipping is
Oh.
also.
tipping and small talk are considered polite. They are. What kind of monsters are you in the rest of the world, guys? Be polite. Say
Right.
hi. Leave some money for me, please. Oh, and apparently the North Dakota is the United States' happiest state.
Oh.
No follow-up data on that at all.
Just North Dakota
simply
happiest
stated.
state. Like, is the state happy or the people there are happy?
I'm
Like,
going to lean in towards the people. Maybe the people are
and how
happy.
many people are in North Dakota?
At least, yeah.
There's like
I was
10
going to
people
say
there.
4. I was going to say 4, maybe 10.
Okay, I'm sorry if you're from North Dakota, but they're
Sorry, my bad.
I would guess that it is not a super populous state, so you only got to make a handful of people happy.
Right, just a few people happy. Can't be that hard.
Right.
All right.
And you don't have neighbors.
And you don't have neighbors, so that's why they're happy. Because you would be really happy if we didn't have neighbors.
That would be.
Yeah. He's always like, why do they have to park here? I'm like, it's the street. And he's like, yeah, but it's in front of my house. It doesn't matter. It's a
I pay
public
good taxes
street.
for that street in front of my house.
Everyone can park there. Anyone can park there.
If you just leave a tip, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Leave a 5 on the sidewalk. I'll get it later. It's fine. Leave it be. All right.
Oh, Deborah's birth state is North Dakota. That's why you're so happy, Deborah.
That makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Go figure. Fun facts. All
Okay.
right. That's what I got for fun facts about America. We've been there. We know about it.
Jody is saying it's because they live at least a mile apart. Yes, for sure.
They've got the land to do it. So
Right.
Go for it. All right. So,
Now, let's talk about this month's quilt.
would you like to see them? Let's see what we've got. So we did this one. Beautiful. Actually, Kelly did that one. I didn't have anything to do with it.
So, Kelly, any words of wisdom for this quilt?
Pressure seems open.
Pressure seems open.
open. Really?
Okay.
That's my new thing lately.
You're into the pressing open seams, huh?
Especially if you have a dark and a light fabric.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Stuff to nest without so open.
Okay.
Pressure seams open, she said. So there was no place for anything to nest really well. So it was just an
I can see
easier,
that being a thing.
easy. And with there being both a dark and a light, she was like, don't go to one or the other. And it was so pressing your seams open. And you know what makes that really easy? The Laura Star iron. It
Segue.
really does. I'm sorry. I love my
She
Laura
was
Star.
waiting for that opportunity.
Really love my Laura Star iron.
You love it. They're great.
So the
Okay.
pattern itself showed a scrappy background. I do love that Kelly used just one solid background
Mhm.
fabric, and that kind of brought it all together. I always like a lot of these patterns that for the mystery quilts show very scrappy.
Mhm.
It's a stash buster. They're stash busters. They're a way to use up what you already have, and but sometimes it's nice to have a place for your eye to rest.
Right.
So
That's a good
I do
idea.
like the solid
One
background.
tone, solid background. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
So population North Dakota 777,898 people. It's very specific.
So that is more than 10.
It's more, a couple more than 10. I rounded down.
Few
That was
more.
my fault.
Right.
Sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and show what we have here We got
so
some
we're
to
gonna
show
do
off.
show and tell,
Yes.
and I'm gonna.
You're gonna be
stand
over there. I'm gonna stay right here. Then when Kelly will flip to you, and then back, and then that. So we're gonna hip hop back and forth. So is this Pam? Nice. Ooh, I love the colors already.
Oh, it's Tim Holtz fabric, some of it. So we've got that.
Of course, she went giant.
Nice. So any did you use your scraps?
Those were all stashed.
All stash back.
Nice.
Very cool.
Probably the only thing was I was not inspired by the pattern,
Yeah.
so I wanted to use what I felt is Native American-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure.
I wanted to use the orange fabric.
Pull that in. Yeah.
Pretty.
It pulled that feel.
Right.
But once I put it together, it was okay, but I was
Having
not-
trouble with
Just
the
wasn't
colors.
feeling it.
Yeah.
Just not
Yeah. So
feeling
this
it,
is
okay.
happens,
yeah.
It's fine. It works great.
but once I put the borders on it,
Yeah, the border pulls it all together. I love so this fabric has both. It has the red, it has the green, and it has blue in it. So
Right.
being able to pull all that together, really nice. And you made it larger, so that's also
Giftable.
this was a pretty small quilt, very
Donatable.
pretty small quilt.
Yeah.
So
And it is much more beautiful in person.
very much more beautiful. In
Very
person.
much more.
Very much more beautiful.
Can I get a grammar major to work for me, please? 'Cause
And
this is not working well.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the Tim Holtz.
Tim Holtz is that orange fabric. Don't lead towards the camera, Jason.
Oh yeah.
Next.
red.
All right.
Okay.
We got
so Linda tends to be an overachiever,
Always.
and so it's probably is this. Oh,
I was saying those just the other day. This wasn't done yet. This was just a flimsy the other day.
quilted, bound, and everything.
Oh,
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. Okay,
Yeah, overachiever.
which we love. Okay, but sorry.
I need Jason.
Wow, look at that. I like the varying background that you got.
I did not like the pattern. I
Yeah.
honestly did. It was And fair. so, no, I love it. I'm not going to give it a.
I love when that happens. So Linda was saying she didn't particularly care for the pattern. She was not excited about it at all.
Yeah.
And now she's keeping it for herself because it's so great.
So my question is the flying geese. Did you like make those to put on there, or were they just like scraps from what you had pieced together, or?
I used up all the black and all the red and stuff. There's none of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So she used up all of her
all of those.
fabric to make those geese.
Yeah, that's nice. I didn't like that.
All right, we've got one more today. So a little light today because the weather is not
I
great.
think I'm blaming weather. I'm blaming weather.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we got Miss Paula.
Borders red.
Oh, cool. So I want to see it first.
You know we're supposed to share it.
Okay, here we go.
Love that.
I love that background. It's so pretty.
So it's a solid background. I do love that teal in there, the orange and that is that purple blue color? I don't know what color that top one is.
This
Yeah.
is like an indigo.
Okay, yeah.
We've got some orange and we've got, can you see?
I tell you
the
what, hold
teal?
that sideways, Danielle. Just hold it sideways.
Okay.
That'll give a better view of all the colors there. There we go.
And she said she already has borders ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember right, Paula, your borders have all of these colors in it.
Yeah, I've got one print that's Native American with the turtles that are all decorated.
Oh,
Nice.
right. A print with the Native American. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's going to be real pretty. Can't wait forward. Oh, my good Lord. I'm done. Oh, no. I look forward to seeing that done. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. So,
Hi again.
hi.
Welcome back.
So, usually we have a few more, but that's okay. I just think, there's
Have you sit down because
now my head's up
your
in
head
the
was being
ceiling.
chopped off.
Okay.
Don't do that.
So now we're going to reveal next month. Are you excited?
I am excited
Are
about
you?
next
Are
month. Where's the pattern at? I need to see that real quick. May I, Debbie? Please and thank you. I just like to talk about the color recommendations before we show you our sample. for you getting your patterns, if you don't have it, yes, you can absolutely buy this from the website. We have them available. You can come in and get a hard copy. For those of you that are here getting your hard copies, congratulations. So, planning for the November Mystery Quilt. 3 color recommendations are Alpine Summer. So, aiming for some florals. I look forward to this one. Matterhorn, which would be blues. And that name alone kind of gives it away.
You didn't think Alpine gave away? Okay.
No, because I don't know.
Anyway.
And then this one for sure is going to give it away. Swiss cheese, golden creams.
Right. So where are we going?
We're going to Ireland.
No, we're not. We're going to Switzerland. Okay.
Switzerland. Irish cheese. So this is what it's going to look like. This was done in piece by the impeccable Carla McGuire. Lovely. Love it, love it, love it.
So, and she did use the cheddar and indigo, or cheddar and coal line.
Yep.
So, again, cheddar, right?
Cheddar. Love that orange. Love that blue. That fabric around the outside border
Blue,
is
there's no blue,
fantastic.
there's black, right?
It's black. It just looks like a really dark blue. Yeah, nice small print in there. It's going to be amazing.
So, she did make scrappy background.
She did.
So, the churn dash.
Love
For-
turn dash.
For making some cheese, right? Don't
I
you need
love
that
them.
for-
Yes, you do. You use that's what they're using
Butter?
for. It's
Butter.
The churner part that's inside of the churn
Okay.
dash. That's what
Yeah, but you
smashes
make
it up.
butter, not cheese. Anyway. Okay.
I'm not a dairy man. I don't know. I just eat it. And I've never
So
made
she
it.
did add the optional borders. You do not have to add the borders, but you can.
I like the borders on there.
I think it really does make it really nice.
I think anytime
Anytime
you go
that you could-
traditional, I think it's great to have the borders on there.
Well, I think that anytime you go scrappy, it's better to add a border because the border kind of brings it all back together.
Right.
So
Personal suggestion. Again, the pattern says optional. So if you don't want to do borders, you don't have to do borders. But your quilt does need to end at least the size that it states on the pattern, which I will not tell you because that will give away all the fun information for you that like to miss the stuff at home.
So this is a simple pattern in that I'm just going to lay it here. Mom. That's
Perfect place for it.
fine. Because you're going to make 4 half square triangles for each block.
Mhm.
So, if you have a great way that you like to make half square triangles,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not going to be a super hard, takes so much time kind of quilt.
No, it really isn't.
So, I love a churn dash in baby colors.
Yeah.
I bet it would be fun in red, white, and blue.
I think it would be awesome in golds and creams or blues or florals.
Oh, right. Any of those would also be good.
And if you're wondering how big you need or how much fabric you need for these, majority of these aim for around the 3-ish yards worth of fabric.
Right.
So again, it's not super fabric intensive because they're not giant, big, huge things. So
And they'll tell you, so much of a dark, so much of a light, so much of a background, all those kind of
right.
things.
But the backing for these, they're saying 3 yards, which just tells you that you only need about 3 yards for the front. Easy math.
Mm-hmm.
Easy math. All right. So that covers that. So at the end of November, which is going to be Small Business Saturday, that will be the 25th.
So November 25th, which is, of course, like Thanksgiving weekend. So if you're out of town, sorry. But you know what? We broadcast everywhere.
The
On
internet
Facebook.
goes all over the place.
So you can just tell your family, listen,
Hold on.
9:30, Saturday morning, can't do nothing, got to watch my friends.
Or
So-
if you're coming into town to see family, you can come by and show off your
Exactly.
quilts because we will still do the in-person show and tell on the 25th. Bring your quilts in, show them off. And then again, since it'll be Small Business Saturday, you can shop here. Then you could go uptown into Columbia at the small shops there and visit them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun.
There's, and I'm sure we're having great deal. I know
Sure.
what we're doing.
I know what we're doing too. And you'll want
to come and be here
And you'll
because
wanna
you'll
be-
want to shop early.
I'm gonna tell you now, the great thing about the show and tell in person is that you're here at least a half hour before the rest of the store opens. So like
Right.
other customers will be standing at the door waiting to get in. You'll be here already, and you'll be able to get the deals before they get them. So
Yep.
just saying, you might want to be here. Did you say you can't,
I can't.
Linda?
My
Oh,
son invited us for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
well,
dang.
that'll still
Well,
be fun.
you can still watch us. And
Ooh.
yeah,
I'm just gonna kick the table. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Anyway, all right. So this week We do have some long arm specials going on.
Right.
Come see about that. Come see about the Lord
Yeah,
Star
so
specials we're doing.
anytime that there is a big show like this next week, there's
With
the Houston. So right now is market for retailers, and then it starts festival for consumers.
Mm-hmm.
And during festival, we always want to be matching whatever deals they're doing at the big show. So if you're in the market for a long arm, we sell Handy Quilter, and we have great deals. We have exactly what you would get at Houston Market or Festival.
Mm-hmm.
So you do not have to go to Houston. You can come here.
Absolutely.
We are awesome people to work with too. Jason sets up. He's going to set up a quilt or set up a machine tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
On Sunday. He goes and
Wow.
sets up machines and trains
be a good
people.
time.
And yeah, it's a lot
Good
of fun.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to travel for the deals. Come see us. We'll be here all day. We'll be back on Wednesday for a live sale as normal.
Yep.
And then I'm not making any commitments until I know that I'm not being told I have to go to another school event next Saturday. But theoretically, we'll back to normal schedules on Saturdays.
Right. Should be. Band season is now over. Yesterday was the last event.
And I'm going to have to say it now because we're past the bulk of all this. I have to tell it.
Sure.
I am so proud of how Waterloo did. The whole band.
Yeah.
From the directing team, from the band director to the kids, all of it amazing.
Amazing.
You all did an amazing job. I don't think any of them are actually watching because none of them are quilters because they're high school students.
Right.
But my kids know, I've told them, but
Yeah.
like it was an amazing time. If you didn't ever make it out to see any of your kids, grandkids, any of those niece nephews, high school band competition, I strongly encourage you to do so.
Yeah.
One, for support, but two, my Lord, just because they're not athletes going and slamming into each other into a ball down the field, doesn't mean that these kids don't try. Because
And they don't work hard because they do work
Holy
hard.
cow. So we sat at the Dome in St. Louis for
Yes.
a band competition.
So the
From
Dome, huge.
9
like
right.
this is a professional
venue.
football
Yeah.
field.
9 to 5 is what we were there for. Band competition went till 9 and it's going again today. And then the finals are tonight. And I'm going to tell you now, so many kids, so many bands, so much talent, so much work. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
All of it amazing. So if you haven't made one, never seen one, I strongly recommend that you go do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations to all those people.
And now our kids start speech season.
Yay!
So last night they finished up with,
Banding.
band. And this morning they had to be on a bus at 4 a.m. to go for a speech competition. Luckily, speech is not a sport that we can go watch.
Oh,
I mean, it's luckily and also, but yeah, they don't let, it's not a spectator
it's not really a
sport.
spectator sport. No.
So, we don't have to miss work for that because I am now, especially having the second senior, in our family who's graduating, and Victoria she has done an amazing job with everything, but all of a sudden, I'm like, this is it. This is the last competition for her. And, I was like, I wish I would have never missed one, and sometimes we have to miss them, but I'm
Sometimes
like,
you have to. I mean, life and
sometimes I
everything.
feel like we were like, oh, that's kind of far. We just didn't put in the effort because we had work. We made excuses so that we, we did what we had to do.
Yeah, I don't.
But
feel bad
sometimes,
about it
but
at all.
right now at the end, I'm like, I wish I could go back. Anyway, I think that's how we all live our lives when it comes to, oh, that's awesome, Jody. So, Victoria also plays clarinet.
Mhm.
She also, but during marching band, she was in color guard until this year, and she was drum major this year. So, but she plays clarinet and now is going to start playing bass clarinet.
I'm not going to play bass clarinet myself.
No.
No. Mm-mm. Don't have that skill set. No, thank you. All right.
Anyway,
Let me think. Is there I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Nothing?
I
good?
don't think so.
Cool. All right, we're going to get out of here. We're going to
Okay.
let the people that showed up for show and tell go do some shopping. The rest of you can start shopping at 11 o'clock when we open the doors. You have any questions, give us a call. I was going to get out of here.
All right, sounds
You
good.
You ready?
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.